That's slap it. What's up, y'all? What it do? What's up? What's skitty? What's skitty? We in this thing. Finna get crunk. Nah, we back at it. Hope you guys had a great weekend. I'm gonna go live on Friday, Sunday too. I do apologize. We're not gonna even get into it. However, I do hope you all had a productive, great weekend. Okay, for the FBA family. I really do hope so. Okay, we up in the building. I like my hat. It's giving tea and Tamara, ain't it? Just a little bit. I could put it down. Look, it's versatile. We can put it down. Nah, my head a little too big. I got these braids in. I can't do all that. So I got to put it up. But we got it up. Okay. You know, little hat. Hopefully I don't get hot because y'all know I'll be getting hot quick as a mug. And my hair, my neck already feel a little warm. I ain't gonna even hold you. Got this damn hoodie. Egregious. I'm not feeling it. Matter of fact, I should have took the hoodie I got on under here off. I didn't even think about that. I should have just left this one on. I might have to do that later on. I'm already feeling hot. If I do get hot, it'll be and I get off the screen. That's what it is. I'm just taking off hoodie. But what's up, y'all? Shout out to King League. He already inside the chat. Of course, always first, as usual. We love to see it. Appreciate you, brother. Hey Z, I recently started freelance training for people. People for fitness. Working for yourself definitely is a good feeling. Keep up the great work as always. Oh, shout out to King League, man. That's what's up. You started a business. Love to see it. Love to see it. And you out here doing the right thing, getting the brothers right. Training. We love to see it. So yeah, shout out to you. If you get a business page or something, send it to me. I shout you out. You know, repost one of your posts or something. It's lit. Well, I would have said it on here. If you got it, put it in the chat. I'll say it on here. But that's a bless. Shout out to you. Good evening, sweetie. Good evening, OG Hot Rod. What's up, OG? Nate Dog. Hey, beautiful. Hey. Talk about the Michi FBA this. You're ready. I'm gonna stay out of that. Rob McCoy. Salute. The bottle blaster. Very 90s. Is it? Yeah, low key. High key it is. Even the little chain is low, giving 90s. Even the hoodie. Honestly, it is giving 90s. Zeze, what's up, beautiful? What's up, Rashard? Thank you. Rashard? Oh, no, not Rashard. I was about to say, I knew somebody who was name was similar, but it was spelled a little bit different too. I'm tripping. That's funny though. That would have been funny though. That was simple. But we got a couple things to talk about. Not too crazy. We got a couple things. You know what I just finished watching? I actually just finished watching. Oh, hold up. I forgot to do something. I actually just finished watching this some of this video at least of Playback. Shout out to Playback. They have a channel on YouTube as well, a reaction channel on YouTube. And I was watching one of their videos about Jeffrey Dahmer. One of the videos they just posted about how people are fetishizing Jeffrey Dahmer. Egregious, outrageous, and everything in between. And I talked about that whole Jeffrey Dahmer, the Netflix series. If you haven't seen it, it's a whole docuseries about Jeffrey Dahmer, his life, and you know what he did on Netflix right now. I talked about that on my last stream. But yeah, so now people up here on TikTok, you got these weirdos and anti-black racists up here fetishizing what you call it? Why they do that to my live? I mean to my thing like that. I just got up here. Nothing, I haven't even done anything. They be blowing me. They just be hating. Find a reason to hate. Egregious. But let me play a little clip of that though, because this is hella weird. And you know what? I gotta say, let me play a little clip of it, because you know what? I'm not even that surprised, low-key. Because this Generation X, bruh, is weird as hell, bruh. These Generation X, I don't know what it is, but these niggas is weird, bruh. There's a lot of weird little joints for this generation, bruh. I'm not even that surprised. Not even, and it's mainly non-black. But if I'm just being honest, like, this is kind of just like a cultural thing within, like, I guess, like, American what's after the millennials? Gen Zers, I think. They be doing some weird, some of their trends and stuff is just weird, bruh. Like, I'm not fucking, they a different breed. I'm just gonna say that. It's egregious. But then you got some of these, I want to play a little clip. Some of these people is up here really trying to fetishize him. Hold on, let me see some.
come on, bro, stop.
And I gotta mute my screen, so I'm kind of guessing where I'm going. If y'all can't hear, let me know. Okay. He said, "Nice hat, thanks, Jared. I do appreciate you." That's a bless. But hold on, let me know if y'all can hear this though, because actually, let me check because my chat. I feel like my chat. I'm impatient, y'all. My bad. Hold on, let me know if y'all can hear this though, because actually, an anti-black right. If I'm just being honest, like this is they be doing some trying to fetishize where I'm going. If y'all can't hear, let me know. Okay. My bad. JoJo, shout out to JoJo in the chat. Just to let y'all know too, I actually am doing another fundraiser. Okay, shout out to JoJo for Otho. That's what made me think of that. But for Otho Wallace, y'all make sure y'all tune into that. Is on the. I kept saying the 12th. I think I said the 12th like twice last week. It's not the 12th. It's the 15th. My bad. So sorry. It's the 15th, not the 12th. No, it's the 14th. My bad. It's the 14th. The 14th, okay? October. We are doing another fundraiser for our brother Otho. And we pray that's a success. We get that brother some more donations. That's the goal. Okay. So we'll see. Where am I going right now? Hold up. I got distracted. All right, let me see if I can hear this right quick. Y'all should be able to hear it though, I think.
I had watched it for like after episode 5 or 6, whatever episode that was with the death man. I had to like take a day break. I was like,
oh yeah, y'all can hear it. Cool. Y'all can hear it. I just want to make sure. Hold up. I know what part I'm looking for though. Hold up.
Was like 12 out of 10. Like that shit was fire. Coming from someone that likes like true crime shit, right? Now throughout
there's an epidemic of people, primarily women, watching these true crime episodes, and it is influencing the way they see.
I can't hear the video. I told you I need my headphones. I keep forgetting to get some. I could have got some when I was out there. I'm tripping. I got these stupid ass. I just be buying stuff. I got these little cord holders instead. My bad. I just be picking up stuff. If you see something in the line, it was only $3. I had to get it. I needed it. I got a lot of cords over here, but I do need some headphones. So yeah, I can't hear what they're saying, but I know this Spanish girl though, this little Latino joint. I know. I remember somewhat of what she said, and basically she's alluding. Let me fast forward a little bit. Hold up, because I know they stop in the middle of her talking. See, I can hear. I don't know how far she went in, and I don't want it to echo.
Bro, no, this is.
It is crazy. Like that's so sad. All like the murders and everything that like he did, the way he did it. Like I was like, damn, like this shit is mad scary. Like that's so sad. But I was like fine throughout the whole thing because like I watch a lot of true crime, whatever. But bitch, when they killed Jeffrey, I was like literally teary-eyed. Like I got teary-eyed. I'm looking at my.
Yep, and that's a damn Hispanic for you. She talking about she got teary-eyed when Jeffrey Dahmer was when they showed the scene of Jeffrey Dahmer being killed. She got teary-eyed. She said she was fine throughout the rest of the series. Oh yeah, I watch crime stories all the time, so I felt bad for the victims. But when Jeffrey died, though, I almost shed a tear. What? Like how? And I'm glad the brother on the left, he makes a good point in the blue shirt. He made a good point, like and somebody had talked to somebody else about this too, or somebody has said this to me about watching it, like, yeah, watching it, like people watching this thing back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? And like binge watching it like this is Stranger Things, or this is like a regular ass TV show. Like this is something that really happened. People was binge watching or kind of treating it like it's a show, or like this really didn't happen. And that's kind of what's happening with Dahmer. It's like they fetishizing him like he's a damn character. Like this is Freddy Krueger. Like this is damn Jason or something. Like this is not fictional. This is not something that somebody wrote in a movie on a script and then brought to life. This really happened. So the fact that you was able to sit there and watch all of these, or the part where the brother got away, that's the part that had me probably the most emotional. Because I'm thinking, bruh, please get out of it. When this nigga started dancing, I'm like, oh my God. It was hella uncomfortable. That was probably the worst part for me. Or probably the part where I got the most emotional. That and when actually, I was about to say that, I kind of got a little emotional. But it wasn't, I didn't feel for Jeffrey Dahmer. It kind of was more like an excitement during the death scene of Jeffrey Dahmer. I wasn't like sad. I got more emotional though. But I was like, yes, brother, get that nigga. You know, more like that. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't like, oh my gosh, his life. But that's how so many of these Gen Zers view him, as like a character. It's like you want to take all of these, oh, his father was this neglectful. Oh, his mother was on drugs. Oh, he didn't have any friends. Oh, he was gay. He didn't have anybody to be with. Oh, he did it. And it's like, y'all are, it's like you're glorifying, you know, evilness, like wickedness. That is just disgusting. It's like you can like understand or still talk about the nuances of a person, the different layers of a person, understanding how his father affected him, his mother affected him, how this affected his experience. You can still be unbiased or try to be objective in looking at him as a person. That's fine. But don't ignore what he's done. Don't excuse what he's done. He has still done some very heinous acts. Like, there's no argument there. Like, there's proof. There is no allegation. There's no speculation there. He literally did those heinous things. Admitted to it. Got pictures of it. Proof. It was able to live after that for some time. So, you know, it's just like, I think so these Gen Zers, some of them are a little detached. I think some of these a lot of these upcoming generations are becoming less detached from like reality and less detached from like, not even reality, but it's not even just reality, should I say, but more of like a high spirituality. Like, how could you watch that, binge watch that at that, and then really feel bad for this person? Like, even with you being trying to be empathetic, even with you trying to be understanding, it's just, there's no way you can ignore that and say, oh yeah, he was hot. Oh yeah, I felt bad for him when he died. Now you could say, oh, I don't like seeing brutal things. Obviously, that would be a lie for this one specific girl. Peep, I want y'all to peep, that's a damn Hispanic. Please don't let that go, that's a white Hispanic is what she looked like. Definitely Latino though, of some descent. Spanish speaking of some descent, okay? All right. So that black and brown coalition, you see what some of these goddamn Latino, don't let that go. Don't let that go over your head. I'm just saying. Hey, look, black and brown right there. Look at your black and brown coalition right there. Talking about she fetishized Jeffrey damn Dahmer. Egregious. But egregious. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I think a lot of the newer generations are a bit more detached, man. Like, it's unhealthy that y'all don't realize how egregious some of the things y'all are doing. Like, look at this other video. Hold up. Look at this other video. They got videos up here. I don't know if y'all seen TikTok before. Let me mute it too, because I might get I think it's a song on here. But look at this. They got videos up here where they're like literally, like, look at him washing his hands. Look at this. This is like what's supposed to be one of those videos where you're like watching. So I don't know if y'all want TikTok, but this is kind of like one of the trends on TikTok where you're like doing something and it's supposed to be regular, but it's hot type thing. Like, for more specifically for guys. Hold up. This is I don't know what she is. I think she's like Russian or some sort of European. I think so. She was talking about it too, how she felt bad for him. Hold up. Where's this other one? I think they showed it before. Did they show it before that, girls? Hold up. Where is it at? Look at this. Look at this. Hold up. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. They got this nigga in slow-mo doing push-ups. They got him in slow-mo doing, y'all, this is weird. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's more than just childishness. Like, that's more than just immaturity, because I've seen people making jokes about the joint too. Some of the joints kind of funny. Seeing people make TikToks with some of the scenes, but it's like, that is just weird, bruh. Like, you have children up here, and again, mainly these are non-black children. Let me make that clear. You know, I can apply this to all Americanized Gen Zers or younger generation children, but it's mainly non-black. Let me just say that. All of these TikToks you see in here made by non-black people. Let me just say that. Okay, so I'm just saying, but point still saying, it's weird, man. This shit, it's just hella weird. It's weird. Like, it's just weird, right? Like, that's weird for you to not, like, for you to even play like that, for you to even feel, even if you did think that, for you to get up on the internet and say that, like, the victim, like the families of those victims aren't able to see that. Imagine even the victim, the brother that got away, The two brothers that got away, imagine if their family members saw that. Imagine if, again, even if the victims that didn't get away, their family saw that. Bro, that's messed up, man. It's terrible. That's just, it's nasty. It's disgusting. Like, ugh. And then Jeffrey Dahmer, it's just, ugh. He looked like a weird ass, nasty white, one of them weird ass, nasty white boys anyways. I'm like, what do y'all, they got an okay looking actor to play him, but if you go back and look at, like, bruh, no, they try to make it seem like this nigga was Brad Pitt or something. Ew, he was ill. No, I'm sorry. Egregious. And the creepy loner aesthetic look, it don't work for me. Ew, I don't mean egregious. No, I don't even see what you see. You're tripping. Shout out to Eliza Ford, Bossy Bree. Shout out to y'all in the chat. And social media turns everything into a joke. Seriously, it really does. They're desensitized. Absolutely. What's up, see that hat 5? Thank you. I'm a little hot now. I'm getting a little hot. I need to calm it down. That's why I'm keep trying to reel it back in, because I'm like, if I go in, I'm definitely gonna be hot as a mug. I don't want to do that. I think they should have did research on his brain, though. I think he did. Now, I'm glad you brought that up. I actually meant to bring that up on my last live. It was a couple of things I forgot too, but that was one of the things. Now, one thing before I get on this, because they mentioned this inside the playback video. There's a lot of speculation around it being 17 bodies. I think that's a hell of a great point. It probably is way more than 17 victims. Let me say that. It is probably way more than 17 victims. He was doing this shit for 20 years. Yeah, he admitted to everything, but maybe he didn't. That's what he says, is he admitted to everything. I mean, that's what he says. From what we know. But he could have left out a couple things. He could have left out a body or 2, or 3, or 4, or 7. He could have left out a few, is all I'm saying. So, yeah, I think that's that's a probable allegation, is that there's more than 17 people, more than 17 victims. But also, number 2, I don't think they really, you telling me they took this man brain out without their permission? Because in the movie, this what they do, from at least from the movie. The movie is accurate. This is how they did it. They took the dude brain out. Okay, right? Without the father's permission. The father wanted, the father wanted all his organs. The mother is the one that wanted them to do research on the brain. The father was the one who was like, nah, he wanted everything to be burned, so burn everything. Okay. So they burn everything except for the brain. Okay. And then the father disapproves, and he's like, okay, no, I don't want y'all studying my son's brain. I don't care what benefits, what money, whatever, burn his brain. And in the movie, they show them going back and getting the brain and burning it. I don't believe that shit. I'ma just be real. They kept Nat Turner. Do y'all know that they chopped up Nat Turner and sent it out? There were white people buying pieces of him. They were auctioning off Nat Turner. Do you really think somebody who they glorify, such as Jeffrey Dahmer? I just was talking about Gen Z is glorifying his creepy ass, but that's just one aspect of it. They was glorifying him back when he was alive. He had a fan base, a whole fan club. People were sending him money. I talked about this in my last live too. He had fans, okay? White supremacists. Let's just be real. Do you really think that they wanted the white supremacists, the same ones that probably was a fan of his, that's in power? Do you really think that they just said, oh yeah, sure, Mr. Dahmer, Mr. Dahmer's father, we're going to respect his wishes, and we're going to respect his wishes and just burn his brain like you asked? You really think they just did that? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Or do you think that's what they told us? I think they studied his damn brain. I think they studied his brain. I think that was smart. I don't think they should be the ones doing it, though. I don't trust the U.S. government, but I do think objectively studying a brain like that is probably smart, to, prevent further, instances like this in the future, and just to have more information about it. So yeah, studying his brain, I definitely think they should have, but I think they did. If I'm being real, I don't think they actually burnt that joint. If they did burn it, they burnt it after they studied it, and I doubt they even burned it though. I think that joint probably still floating around in somebody's office to this day, or pieces of it in different people's office. But that joint, I doubt they just burned it. I doubt it, and it's probably like that with some of his other organs. Let's just be real. They said they burned his whole body. They could have dead ass chopped up his whole body. We don't know it's all types of shit on the black market. We don't know what they could have sold. They could have sold his heart. Could have sold his organ, another one of his organs, anything. We don't know. Like, it was sick. That rabbit hole go deep, so I'm not surprised. And I already told you, I think the police was, he was protected. Let me say that. I already think he was protected. Okay. So yeah, I very much doubt they just burned his body. I very much doubt it. Very much. I think they studied it first. Probably. It's highly probably they studied it first. But yeah, that's hella sick though. These new generation people, y'all tripping like them up. Y'all are wild. To think that is even slightly okay, you're bugging. But let me see. And also too, though, you know, they kind of wrote the movie in a way to make him seem like a little more so that you kind of want to give him a little more sympathy. That's why they showed how like neglectful the father was, how far gone the mother was on the pills, how selfish she was, how kind of like detached the grandmother was to a degree. So they kind of wrote it in a way for you to feel bad for him too. So a bit of that is programming, you know, most of that is programming, let's just be real. But yeah, you know, egregious. That's still ain't no way in hell. It's still there's no way. I seen Kanye. Let me play your brother Ben. Shout out to brother Ben X. He posted this video. That dude look like the minister for a second. But he posted this video. Shout out to brother Ben. He posted this video of Kanye. Let's play it. Let's see. I ain't gonna say too much. I ain't gonna even do too much. Egregious.
So we have Candace Owens, White Lives Matter, and Kanye West, White Lives Matter. Now, before I judge, because I don't want to be on here sounding silly or seeming silly, there has to be a message to this, I'm sure.
Nah, bruh. Shout out to brother Ben. Rocks for bruh. But yeah, you got Kanye up here with Candace Owens in sweatshirts that say White Lives Matter. Okay. Lord Jesus, egregious. And this was, I think, at not a photo shoot. This was at a fashion show, if I'm not mistaken. I had one of his premiere fashion shows. I think he's dropping a new line or something like that. I see that 11 color hat. I'm wait. I did not know you rap. Just found out. I'm dead. I do not rap. I just got 2 rap songs. Link in the description now if you want to hear them. I do have 2 songs. I don't rap, but I do have 2 rap songs with my sister. And the link is in the description if you want to hear them. I usually play it at the end of my video. That song that's at the end of my video, all of my videos, that's my song. That's me. Zeze on the track. It's like, nah, I can't rap. It was fun though. It was fun. That's not something I want to do though. But it was fun. It was a fun little thing to do. Anyways, so yeah, Kanye and Candace Owens, man. I'm not even that surprised, you know, because Candace Owens, I know Candace Owens now. She's doing this whole Black Lives Matter thing. Documentary. She's been working on that for a little while now, but she's doing this Black Lives Matter documentary where she's exposing all of the, you know, BS going on within the Black Lives Matter organization, all the money they stole, or the, you know, schemers and scamming activists they got over there. So I actually appreciate that, you know what I'm saying, because they should be exposed. Although, yeah, know, Candace Owens is, you know, but I do rock with that. Now, the White Lives Matter thing, it's like, I'm sure that this was like a publicity stunt thing. Like I said, this was for his runway. So this was just a way kind of to get people talking about him again. So it's also one of those things where it's like he could kind of work his way out of it. Like, it's like we calling him, I seen people call him coon and shit like that. But it's also one of those things where he could kind of talk his way out of it. It's just like, I guess that's kind of his formula now. Because it's kind of like when he did that, slavery was a choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had everybody up in the uproar about slavery as a choice, and then everybody kind of, you know, died down. But I didn't kind of died down because it really just sparked the way he talked himself out of it. The way he talked himself out of it, he was able to get other people talking. And that kind of was a domino effect of him talking himself out of it indirectly. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I kind of think is what's happening here. It's like, White Lives Matter. Oh, well, what's the big deal about them wearing White Lives Matter? Should they be wearing Black Lives Matter shirts? Oh, well, Black Lives Matter is a scam. Oh, so why can't we wear White Lives Matter shirts? Because this is exposing Black Lives Matter. Or this is, do white lives not matter? All lives matter, right? Yeah, so I think it's just gonna be one of those things, you know, like if Candace come out speaking on it or Kanye, they might try to, you know, argue it in one of those nuanced kind of ways. Thank you for the super chat. Love and theory today, Queen. Oh, thank you. Shout out to Kid Gravity in the chat. I see you. Yeah, you know, so I think this might be one of those little things where he's going, because I mean, just like Brother Ben X is saying, he was like, there has to be a reason for this. And I'm like, I don't think there was a reason as far as him trying to be deep or be woke. I think we've kind of surpassed that at this point. Kanye know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So if he did this for clout, it was for clout. He was trying to do some deeper woke. This is not the way. He know this ain't the route to go. You know, he knows that. Shout out to False Media in the chat for the super chat. They more mad about the shirts than the money that was stolen from Black lives. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? This is how he's going to talk his way out of it. Oh, so you worried about me wearing a White Lives Matter shirt when Black Lives Matter made money off the hoodies you brought, and they didn't even bring nothing back to the community. You bringing money to a Black man, and I see that he's going to talk his way out of it. This is what I mean. It's a good point though, but that's what I mean. That's not a good point. That's not a good point. That's the point he's going to use, but that's not a good point only because White Lives Matter. That just brings gold. That circles back to the point of we don't even got to talk about the organization Black Lives Matter, but the statement Black Lives Matter. I mean, come on. We know Black Lives, White matters. We know White Lives Matter. They got a whole damn system that proves that Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? So, but he would use something like that to talk his way up out of this. Candace, that's even something Candace Owens would probably say. More so, probably Candace Owens, because she's doing this documentary trying to expose them. But that's something they would say they're trying to kind of talk their way out of it. So I'm not even I ain't even tripping over this no more. I think Kanye on MK Ultra anyway. That brother need help. For sure. I think he under control of the white supremacists anyway. So I don't even you know, it is what it is. I ain't that surprised at this point. At this point, ain't too much more he can do to top himself, to be real. He been trying to top himself for a minute. It's egregious. Outrage and everything between. But let me see. We got some other things to get into too. Hold up. Y'all know, have y'all seen this? And you know what? I feel like I might have heard of this too, but I'm not completely sure. Y'all know that Aretha Franklin was tracked by the FBI for 40 years. Now I'm not surprised. That's why I said I feel like maybe I might have heard this, but also it could have just been like my idea of knowing that any Black, even if they're not necessarily like radical, you know, or like blatantly Black power revolutionary type thing, you know, so like that's not what they're known for most and more so. If they were effective within our community when it comes to any sort of any area of human activity, specifically entertainment or education, they always target them in some way, shape, or form. They always come for our icons, you know, and in some way our revolutionary icons at that, moreover, you know what I'm saying? But our icons in general, they always come for them some way, shape, or how. So even when I seen this, that's what I said, I might have came up maybe in an interview or just heard it from somebody somewhere. But I wasn't that surprised when I seen it, you know what I'm saying? Especially because Aretha was probably like in the 50s, 60s. Look, you know, I'm millennial. I don't know about that's before my time. Y'all give me right in the comments if you know when our music was popular, but it was before I was damn born. I know that. Okay. So yeah, you know, and and I've also heard some things about Aretha Franklin as far as like her making connections and doing like on a Black power tip too. I've heard like a couple things about her in a positive way. So when it comes to the music industry, looking out for different artists, stuff like that. So I'm not surprised, but yeah, the FBI has been following her for over 40 years. Let me read this right quick. The FBI recently declassified their life on the late Aretha Franklin. It shows that they collected information about the legendary singer from 1967. I said 56. Okay, I was wrong. 56, she was born in 1967. Oh, no, singer from 1967 to 2000. Yeah, I was right. I said 56. It's cool. 1967 to 2007. They used fake phone calls, infiltration, and surveillance in an attempt to gauge how involved she was with the civil rights movement. That's exactly, you know, and I didn't want to get the timing wrong, but I was about to say, especially around the civil rights movement. I was about to say, especially like, because not even just you got from the Muhammad Ali's, like there were a lot of entertainers involved in the civil rights movement. It was a lot of entertainers, especially even if they weren't involved directly in them, they were inspired by them. Just like that movie, One Night in Miami with that Regina King produced. I think it came out sometime last year. Very good movie, excellent movie. Actually, it was a great movie. But even in that kind of show, you know, they had Muhammad in there, Malcolm X. What's the other two? Muhammad Ali, Malcolm X. What's the other two? What I'm going to play? Who's the other two brothers in there? What's the other two? A singer? Who was the singer they had in there? a singer, and it was one other brother. Who was the? Why am I going blank? What's the other brother's name? Somebody help me in the chat. What's the other brother's name? What's the other brothers' names that was in One Night in Miami? It was Malcolm X, Sam Cooke, Muhammad Ali. Who was the other one? It was 4 brothers. Who was the other one? And Jim Brown. There we go. He was the football player. So yeah, but that movie is a great example of how the revolution really affected all areas of activity, even outside of the ones that, you know, the activists, the main activists within the civil rights movement were pushing for. You know, you had Jim Brown, a whole football player. You got a boxer, a whole singer, you know what I'm saying, who all were inspired in different ways, although it's loosely based on a true story. The idea was they were all still inspired, you know, by the empowerment of Black revolution. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were still all felt the liberation from that. And that is something that the FBI, especially back then, was not rocking with. Okay, you talking about 50s and 60s? This is around COINTELPRO, okay, or right before it. So yeah, you know, they was. I'm not surprised that they was after her. But let me see. Okay, civil rights, communism, and the Black Empowerment movement, Black Power movement. The document, which was released in early September. I gotta hurry up and read this. I'm getting hot. The document was released in early September, contains 270 pages, and includes reports from more than a dozen states. It shows that the FBI extensively tracked Franklin's activism, and particularly her friendships with Dr. Martin Luther King and Angela Davis, of course. One they killed, and the other they basically neutralized. So egregious. According to NPR, the document lists three death threats. 3 death threats. That's weird. Made against the Queen of Soul, and even includes infringements of her music and performances. Okay. Yeah, so they was coming out the our sister, man. They was coming out the RT. It's egregious. Outrage and everything between. Shout out to Aretha Franklin, our FBA sister that made it through. Okay. Gotta respect it. Okay. That's a bless. Because that is outrage, egregious, and everything between. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to that super chat. Shout out to that super chat. Jim Brown. Yeah, you late, but thank you. Thank you for that, Tommy Felix. We FBA B1 family need never focus on distractions. We must stay on code. FBA lineage B1 agenda A all day. B1 code, B1 militia. Reparations is the focus. B1 militia. I love to see it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to the FBA family. Shout out to the B1 family in the chat. We love to say it. Shout out to y'all. That's a bless. I'm gonna leave that up there for a little second. I like that message. And that's a bless. I'm gonna give a little shine. All right, let me see. Now, you know what? This is something I loved to see right quick. You know what? I just want to show y'all this because it's a lot of BS going around. Let me not say BS. There's a lot of talking going around. Or let me say, there's a lot of the same talking points being circulated at the moment, because Halle Bailey is playing Ariel. And then you also have like the Woman King. So there's this whole narrative like, oh, you know, Black women representation. You know, this is all about representation. We need more Black women and Black people in these films and in the industry representing us. Especially for little Black girls, especially for the Ariel thing. It's little Black girls and the, you know, the Black girl, she used to see herself as the pretty mermaid and the princess and da-da-da. So, you know, all of this talk about representation, and I've talked about that before, representation doesn't really mean anything if there's no real no real tangible attached to it. Like, there's nothing real attached to it. Like, we got a bunch of these Black girls in these movies, like Woman King, a bunch of Black women in these movies, but you see what's in that, you see what role they had them in. You know what I'm saying? You see that you got all these Black women, and it's all about Black women empowerment, all it's about Black girls marriage, it's all about Black representation, but you get Black women and make them fucking kings. So the representation doesn't really mean anything if there's agenda behind it. If there's an agenda that's going against you behind it. Like, it doesn't, just like Ariel. Oh, we got the Ariel. We got a princess. Oh, little black girls get to see themselves as a princess. Oh, but then they see themselves with a damn Asian. The Prince Charming is an Asian. Oh, okay. And she probably don't got a black dad. We ain't seen that the rest of the cast for real. I don't know who are supposed to be playing like the rest of her siblings, but I highly doubt that everybody in the rest of her family is black as well. Very much doubt it, especially because the love interest is Asian or black, non-white, non-black, okay? White or non-black, okay? So yeah, there's always something, okay? Because you have our enemy producing our entertainment. You cannot have your enemy produce anything or give you anything and expect it not to have some sort of damaging effect, because that is your damn enemy. That's just point blank period. That's the simplest way for me to put it. Simplest way, okay? So we can sit here and talk about representation all day, but baby, it don't mean much, okay? If we're going to continuously get these same little breadcrumbs of empowerment from our enemy, it doesn't make it a fucking difference. It doesn't do anything. It's actually working backwards, okay? And putting a false idea into our children's head. But representation is not always bad. Representation in every way is not always bad, okay? Representation in some ways is very necessary, even if there is agendas going with that particular area of activity or that particular vice that you're getting the representation from. Sometimes, even though it's coming from them, or even though they're under your enemy, or even though they may be attached to it, or what they're doing is attached to it, sometimes even then, it is effective. And this Ariel movie and that Woman King movie is not what the hell I mean. Okay, let me show you what I mean. When I say sometimes, when used correctly, when done correctly and intentionally, representation can be effective. And this is what I mean. Stuff like this. And it's another video too, but I don't think I sent it to myself. I just thought about it though. I'm not going to play the music because I might get copyrighted, because they're playing go-go music. I might not get copyrighted. I mean, it's go-go music. I don't know. Go-go music is on Apple Music and stuff like that, so it can't be copyrighted, but it's just a little less likely if it's an underground band. I'm not sure what song they're playing, but so yeah, here we have a teacher. Okay, this is definitely a school somewhere in DC or in Maryland, but this is a teacher. These are some students, a black teacher though, right here, and she's beating her feet. This is a dance in DC. Now, you're not from the DC DMV, or you never been to DC, you don't know nothing about go-go music. That's a part of the FBA culture. I actually posted a little a reel the other day about what's his name? Crazy Legs. He's one of like the legends when it comes to beating your feet. But this sister right here is a teacher, and she's up here beating her feet for the children. Okay. And this really warmed my heart, because cultural little nuances like this that happen that you think isn't that big of a deal really does affect children. Being able to connect like this with your teacher and knowing that they understand you, like it's like a different level of understanding when you're able to connect with your teacher like this. Just this simple thing in just dance. The fact that they're able to do that, and she's able to do it, and this is not something you have to teach them. This isn't something new. This is something she probably know better than your ass. Shit, she probably doing that shit better than half them kids that they know how to do. And she an old school joint, okay? But the fact that you're able to relate to your teacher in that way, it brings a connection and an inspiration within that child that other teachers, other people just can't bring. It's not the same. And so that's why I'm like, representation when it comes to this, and this is a public school, if I'm not mistaken. It looks like a public school. But when it comes to public schooling, even though we don't believe in a public school, we need to teach our own damn children. Malcolm Ben told us, hey, look, you can't be sending your children to the enemy to get educated. That don't even make sense. You're working backwards. He's been told us that. Okay. But even if we are going to do that, which most of us are for the most part, generally people send their children off to public schools for the majority of their lives. This is something, that should be, you should be looking out for. This is the sort of representation you should be looking out for. Do they have teachers like this that understand the culture that your child grew up in? Do they understand not even just the dances, but the lingo, the way they dress, the way they behave, the different layers, that come with being FBA, come with being FBA, especially in different parts of the world, especially here in DC. There's certain things, certain behaviors, certain attitudes, and just ways of thinking that are specifically, connected to the culture out here, to the people out here, just out here. And if you have people from outside the city, outside the state coming in to teach your children, there's going to bring a disconnect. And now you wondering why your children ain't doing good at school. Okay? So it's very important. Like this type of stuff, these type of things it can be effective. Even things like, because I've seen another video where there was a brother who was did I send that to myself? It was a brother, police officer. Okay, right? There was a brother who was a little emotional inside a courtroom. He had a little emotional inside this courtroom because I think like the killer of like, I don't know, maybe his family members, his family was a victim of the person that was being prosecuted, and I think they got off or they didn't get a lot of time. Something to that effect. The brother was emotional at the time, right? He walked out. They show him walking out the courtroom. He's yelling, "Oh, y'all got me messed up!" Da 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 da. And this white officer, let me try to find this video as I'm saying it. But this white officer, as he's being like kind of pushing him out the courtroom, him and another black officer kind of pushing him out the courtroom. This damn cracker mushes this dude. They're standing like right here. I gotta see if I can find this video. They're standing like damn near right in front of each other. Okay, what is this? Hold up. Here we go. I found it. They're standing damn near right in front of each other. I'm about to show you. They're standing damn near like right beside the black cop is standing just as close. The black cop is not mushing or pushing or kicking or none of this other stuff. All he's doing is grabbing the brother and trying to move him out of the courtroom. That's it. This cracker, let me show you what the cracker. I ain't even got to describe it. Let me show you what the cracker do. Egregious. Look at this.
Everybody saw that. Yes, because you and it's on camera. It's on camera. Okay, so yeah, man, egregious. You know, the brother was that was clearly unnecessary is the point. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is another example why representation or how representation can be effective, because the brother right there looked out. Shout out to that on code officer right there. You know, and a lot of people have back and forths about whether black people should join police and things of that nature, even not just the system, like in general. You know what I'm saying? When we're talking about positions like this, being a teacher, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being a judge, when we're talking about positions like this, like these can be very effective ways of representation. Okay, like this brother who directly was able to protect this other brother from this suspected white supremacist. And you see in the video, I hope the sound was okay, but in the video, the white dude is like, "Hey, brother," like he calls him brother, like it was really like a code word, more so like a, "Hey, what the hell are you doing? You know, blackie, get it together, snap back. You're not black. You're not supposed to be black right now. Remember, you got that badge on. You're supposed to be me. You're supposed to be with me, not with him. Remember, brother?" That's what that was, to be honest. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you are going to do that, if you are going to try to partake in the system and changing the system, which I don't think there's anything to change. You can't change this much. I don't think there's any changing it. So I think that's a bit delusional for you to think you can go in there and change something. But you can be effective, okay, in helping to protect your people or helping to produce justice or replacing the system of white supremacy with the system of justice. So, and things of this nature is absolutely, you know, that's how you're supposed to do it. Like the brother here, the sister in the last video. I seen another video of a sister. This is another good one. I seen a video of a sister, a black nurse, and she was talking about how she got. Matter of fact, damn, this will be a good little TikTok I might do some of these videos, because this is actually a cool little point I'm putting together right now. I'm thinking about editing it together. Like this will actually be all right. The way it's sounding. But this nurse, she was working on shift, and she said she was the only black nurse out of like 12 other white nurses on this shift, right? She said there was a black woman who was in labor, okay? And one of the white nurses went up to the black nurse and told her, like, hey, that one of those one of the pregnant women, the ladies back there, the black woman back there, I'm putting her on a psych watch, okay? Because every time I go in the room, she's patting her head. She's hitting herself on the head. And she was like, what? That's weird. You know, you put her on a psych watch. Like, why would she be hitting herself on her head? Like, that's concerning. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah, you know, I don't know what it is. Every time I go in there, though, she's like hitting herself up the head. Like, it's crazy. So, you know, I just decided to put her on a psych watch. Then the black woman stopped and she was like, wait a minute. Is she black? And the white lady was like, yeah. And she was like, she's not hitting herself. She's patting her weave. That's what we do when we can't scratch our scalp. We pat so we can still get rid of the feeling. And she was like, oh, you guys pat? Oh, I had no idea. And the black one was like, yeah. Take her ass off psych watch. She good. Take her ass off psych watch. And so little stuff like that, that's what makes me be happy seeing some black people inside those positions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, yeah, you know, some of those Negroes get in those positions and sell out, you know, egregious be pushing, you know, white zaddy agenda. But some of us, you know, we get in there, we do the right thing. We be one on code. It's a bless, okay? So shout out to that sister. Shout out to the other sister that was dancing with the children, and shout out to the brother that was in the court, man. We love to see it. Be one. We love to see it, okay? Let me see. Yeah, I like that though. Egregious outrage and everything between. Hold up, where am I at? Okay, 46. What is this? Oh, no, that's something I'm reacting to. Hold up, wait a minute, y'all know, RIP to the brother PnB Rock, man.
Jail
But
and wearing an ankle monitor.
apparently they
should
have
have gone off
arrested
once he left his home.
suspected
Court's going to go on the record.
killer.
Call the matter of people.
It was a teen, okay, who
Also in
murdered,
custody,
PnB
Freddie
Rock.
Trone's
He was,
38-year-old
fresh out of
wife,
jail and
Chantel,
on
who
probation
choked back
and was
tears
wearing
during
an
her
ankle
arraignment
monitor
in Compton.
at the time of
Police
the
have not
shooting.
said her involvement,
Okay.
but she pled not guilty to charges of being an
So
accessory
yeah, this looks
after
a
the
bit more
fact.
suspect to me. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. They got a teenager. You
Chantel
telling me a
Trone is due
teenager?
back in
it's
court
some
on
crash dummy
October
shit. Like, on
13th.
one
As
hand,
for
it's like
Freddie
real crash
Lee
dummy-ish.
Trone, he could be arraigned as early
for you to be
as
he's young,
tomorrow.
so it
Now, we
makes
did
sense for
check
him to be doing something so
jailhouse
wild and
records, and it
crazy at the
shows
same
that someone
time.
with the same name
But
and
at
the
the same
same age
time, I
was
also gotta take
arrested
it back
back
because I
in
know how
August and
wicked
was
these people
released
are.
in
Am I-
March
can
of
y'all hear
this
me?
year from county jail, but those records did not say on what charge.
My bad. I didn't even realize it was a video playing. I didn't even see the video moving. That's crazy. I didn't realize it was a movie. Hold on, what is she saying?
Gunman was.
Oh, damn.
Fox 11 has learned the alleged teen gunman was just out of jail and wearing an ankle monitor, which should have gone off once he left his home.
Court's going to go on the record. Call the matter of people versus Chantel Trone.
No matter. I can't listen to what it's going to. It's going to echo. I can't listen to it. I didn't realize he was it was even playing though. That's crazy. I thought that was a picture. That's crazy. I really wasn't even paying attention. Somebody get this damn bot out my chat, please. Egregious. Oh, block. I'm out of block. It's cool. Yeah. What was I about to say? Oh, yeah, that's a lost my whole train of thought. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so the teen who murdered PnB Rock, man, that's egregious. So yeah, I gotta look at this objectively though, because I know how these crackers do. You know what I'm saying? I know how they do. They play all day. All right. So although again this does, and they make it look picture perfect. Okay, they play with you and then they make it seem like they stab you and then put their head behind your back. It's egregious. Okay. But they real good. They be real thorough with things like this. That's what I'm saying. It makes sense for him to be a young dude with some crash dummy stuff. He went out with an ankle monitor on and went to go kill a famous ass celebrity in the middle of broad daylight. Crash dummy-ish. Possible for a young dude, a young dude with no guidance who looking for a come up. Possible. Very much possible. Okay. Not going to knock that out. However, it's also possible. They saying this brother was on probation. Okay, and was wearing and he was fresh out of jail and on probation. Was he sent? That's what I'm saying. Was the brother sent? Okay, do they got something on that brother? What's he locked up for? Okay, do they got something on that brother? Are they holding charges? And they said, hey, look, if you don't go get this done, we're gonna put these charges up on you. Did they do that? Did they say, oh, we got these charges, like, you going anyways? You do this, we're gonna look out for you while you're up in this joint. I mean, I don't know. I personally don't put nothing past them. Let me just say that. I personally don't. And I would much rather first put this on the white supremacists than put this on a black man. Just especially on a black child, to be honest. I'm talking about a teen, an adolescent. Okay. I'm not about to just put all this on this black child. Like, he's just a crash dummy who made the wrong decision. I hope it just wasn't that. Just that. Okay. And seeing the history of these damn wicked ass white supremacists, it's very likely that they had something to do in orchestrating this. You know what I'm saying? Not to say the brother is not in the predicament that he was going to jail. He had something going on prior to, whatever the case may be. But these white supremacists are, I mean, they're very good orchestrators of chaos. I mean, what can I say? We got to give it to them. They are very, very good orchestrators of chaos. So, I mean, hey, and they even better at hiding their hands after they do it. So, I mean, hey, you know, we gonna see as this story unfolds. Hopefully, again, it's not just that surface level that the brother really just went and killed this man, you know, over that. But yeah, egregious, man. Outrage and everything between. Yeah, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. I already think that PnB Rock, and then on top of that, y'all know I keep the 10-4 bonnet on. I already think PnB Rock's death was a little suspect. Just saying. I already think his death was a little, just in general, was a little suspect. Okay, I know he was attached to that. I think he had just got off that Empire label. The brother had that little 5-star ring, just like them other brothers that died. Man, I'm just saying, it's sound like a whole lot of Freemasonry, whole lot of Satanism, whole lot of occult work, whole lot of behind the scenes and darkness that they ain't, you know what I'm saying, attached to this that they ain't trying to talk about, is what I'm saying. It's something more to this case, for sure. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see as this story unfolds. We shall see. Because remember, they try to make it seem like that with Nipsey. They try to make it seem like it was just a hating ass nigga that went to go kill Nipsey. Oh yeah, this dude got out of jail. Nipsey told him he didn't like him, and yeah, he shot Nipsey just cause he went back and shot him because Nipsey said something he didn't like. What? That was it. In the middle of fucking broad daylight. That was it. That he just did that. I mean, I'm just saying that stuff like that. It just don't. That don't just go over my head. I don't just let shit like that fly by. That's why a brother like that who's putting in work for his community had just had a random ass hating ass thing come up, and I'm not buying that. Not buying it just for me. You know, you can do your own research, form your own opinion, whether you think it was, you know, them people, whether you think it was, you know, whatever the case may be. But for you to just take that on a surface level and to think that they just gave you the truth, and that was that, and that brother was putting in work out here in the streets, he was about to make a whole documentary for Dr. Zezebih that Nick Cannon still ain't made, or still ain't released if he did made it. Yeah, I'm not taking that for service value. Nah, I don't trust it. I'm just saying. So I mean, hey, right now it's up in the air, but I don't trust it. I think it's more to this brother's death than what they trying to say, for sure. I think it's more to it. Absolutely more to it. Lord, y'all. Egregious outrage and everything between. I don't even know, y'all. They got Zion. Excuse my language. Egregious. They got Zion Wade up in makeup, a whole lace front, a little dress. They got him smiling like he a damn cover girl. This is so, when I tell y'all, and I don't want to make it seem like this is a homophobic thing. I don't make it seem like this is a, you know, like I'm just this is coming from a place of like self-righteousness or anything like that. But seeing shit like this, bro, it really makes my skin crawl. Like this literally turns, I don't even want this up on the screen no more. It turns like my guts. It turns my spirit. Like I see this and I immediately am uncomfortable and I'm immediately enraged, if I'm just being honest. I'm immediately mad as hell when I see stuff like, it's just so egregious. Like this is the epitome of egregious, bruh. That is so terrible for you to be putting your child in, like confusing them, throwing them into this world of confusion with no life jacket, no guidance, no nothing. You throwing them and then encouraging them to do this. What do? Turned off. He says, Dwayne said he turned off the comments. Is this the same post? Hold up. For Zaya's mental health and privacy, we've decided not to allow the hate into her comments. Thank you for wanting to spread. Do you see how freaking backwards this is? You decided to turn off the comments. Let me calm down. I told y'all this shit really gets me mad. Like I really be passionate about this. I really, because it's really, and I be upset. I be emotional too. It's not just I'm angry. I'm really sad. I want to cry too, but I'm digging more to the anger because I don't want to cry up here. But like this is so bad. Okay, how are you sitting here saying that you turned off her comments for her mental health, for his mental health, and you have this little boy in a fucking costume? How are you doing anything to protect or help his mental health and you got him parading around like he's a girl? You're parading him around and allowing him to express himself as something that he could never be. And you protecting her from us? Nigga, we should be protecting you from her, from him. I'm confused my damn self. We should be protecting that child from you. Clearly, because there's no way you telling me that little boy is safe and you got his ass over there up there in a lace front, a full face of makeup and a wig. I mean, in a damn dress, posing for some crackers. Like, there's no, and that's a little ass, this boy ain't even finished going through fucking puberty yet. You got this little boy up there prancing around like he Princess damn Diana. And you want us, you think that you protecting him from us. And we're in the comments telling that little boy that you're a boy, baby. Don't let them trick you. Some of them are a little more harsh, of course. You got some white supremacists in there that's going to go after them just because. Even though they encourage their children to do the same shit. Egregious. But for the most part, the main issue, the main concern is that you're having this child. You're putting this child through a series of sexual confusion. That's the main issue here. Anybody, it's not, you don't got to be... You could be blind and see this. That this is harmful for this child. There's nothing healthy about what you're doing about you allowing your child to live as something he cannot be. That he's not. And you telling me honestly, it would if we're being real, even if you did, let's just try to dig into the psychology of this nonsense. Even if you did want to protect him from us by turning off the comments. Wouldn't it make more sense if you're trying to form this idea of his head that can't nobody tell you who you are? You are who you say you are. You are who you want to be. You are. It doesn't matter what anybody says about you. You are you. Wouldn't it make more sense to be like, hey, son, daughter, Zaya, you gotta grow some tough skin. If you're gonna do this, you should be able to read some of these comments, read some truth, because it ain't gonna be the first time you see it. Maybe the hateful ones, you put on a filter, certain words, you had somebody go up there blocking certain comments, whatever. It's Instagram. They're only going to show you the good comments any damn way. Let's just be real. Because of the algorithm. But wouldn't it make sense if you're on this liberal, you are who you say you are, no matter what anyone says, you should be teaching that little boy that, hey, you should be able to listen to other people's opinions and still feel confident in yourself. You should be able to hear, hey, you could never be a girl. You're not even finished going through puberty. You know that your literal anatomy is different than mine. You never even had a period before. You never even been through girlhood. How can you be a woman? You should be able to hear that, son, and be able to argue back or be able to be like, you know what? I understand your point, but I still feel the way I feel. You should at the very least, if you're going to live in this delusion, at the very least, be able to have that line of defense. That no matter what people say, since it don't matter what people say, right? Let's really live in that. It don't matter what people say, right? So let's live in that and let's let him think that and really and show him how to do it. Let's let him see that no matter what people say up in your comments, you're still going to support him. If that's how you want to do it. Oh, it don't matter what people say in your comments. I'm still going to support what you're doing. If that's how you want to do it, that would make more sense to me. Is all I'm saying. But the fact that you're not allowing any comments, it kind of shows a bit of shame. It shows a bit of guilt that you probably see some of these comments that make sense. They're speaking facts. That's exposing some truth. And you like, hell no, I don't need my son. I'm trying to, I don't know what agenda you got going on, brother. Or what agenda you allowing these crackers to have for your son or your children. I don't know. But from the looks of it, it looks like you're trying to teach him something alternate, okay? Something off course, something that's anti-sexual. That's what it looks like. And what you trying to hide the comments and everything, you talking about support. I mean, I'm just saying, all I'm saying, if you want to do it. Stay 10 toes. If you want to feel like that, you want to be behind your door, stay 10 toes to do that. Is all I'm saying. Shouldn't matter what the comments say. She can have 100 million damn comments up there. She gonna get them he gonna get them anyways. You're the damn daddy. Your daddy's your NBA player. You're gonna get attention regardless. So they're gonna be up there. Criticism is gonna come, son. How you gonna handle it? You a man, and now we talking about being a man. If you was raising him to be a man, then this would just be on some man time stuff, brother. You gotta learn how to stand 10 toes as a man, bro. That's how you feel. Hey, look, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. That's like niggas gonna challenge you, but you gotta learn how to handle it as a man. This is a part of the growth, the process into manhood. It's a learning how to be a man. It's learning how to deal with content, learn how to deal with conversation, learn how to deal with differences of opinion. How you gonna deal with it as a man? But you can't do that because you're not telling him he's a man. You telling him he's a girl. So I guess Gabby gotta step in. Gabby gotta step in and tell her how to handle it as a woman. Tell him how to handle it as a woman, as a trans woman. I guess that's how that's gonna have to go. It's egregious, man. I'm just saying this, man. I feel bad for the child, man. That's just that. At the end of the day, I feel bad for the child, man. I'm not rocking with Dwayne or Gabby on this. This is terrible. They both look like some damn white supremacist puppets, pawns in my eyes for allowing this to happen to their son. More so Dwayne, because this isn't Gabby's son. Although Gabby too, though, because that's egregious. But yeah, man, it's hella disappointing to see him like this. And then you got all these people in the damn comments. Hold up. And this is what I'm saying. You know how Instagram is, how the algorithm is. So of course they show you all these positive comments. Oh my gosh, beautiful, breathtaking. You got all these check marks in here where everybody got to say, loving her, protecting his child as he should. She's so pretty, stunning. Blah, 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 blah. So everybody's in support. And this is why I said, like, I feel for the child, man. I feel for the child. Honestly, if you was trying to protect your daughter, you would have told Shade Room not to post her. Let's just be real. Pass up, don't shoot. You would have told Shade Room take that shit down. Just saying. Because they comments are hella on. And you think he ain't going there to see it? You think his friends ain't going there to see the Shade Room post him? Like every damn millennial or Gen Zer ain't following the damn Shade Room? Or know somebody that is? If you were trying to protect him, why didn't you tell the Shade Room not to post it? Because y'all trying to push an agenda. Let's just be real. But yeah, man, I feel bad for the child, man, because this is bad. This is bad, man. It's bad, man. And Zion is catching a lot of flack too. That's why I say filters for the comments. There's alternate ways you can do. You can filter. Protect your child on the internet. Yeah, man, I feel bad for him because he's catching a lot of the brunt of the heat. He's catching a lot of the heat. You know what I'm saying? With people coming at him but he's a child. I don't blame Zion for wanting to be Zion. I don't blame him. I blame his damn daddy. I blame his damn wicked ass stepmother, which is clearly Gabby. Clearly wicked. Let me say that stepmother, which is Gabrielle Union. I even kind of blame his biological mother, even though I probably blame her the least, only because I've heard that they've kind of kept him from her. Okay. And this is probably why, because they wanted her to influence. And I don't think the mother wanted that influence on her son. So I think I probably blame it a little bit. You still should have been careful when you had a damn child. You tripping. But no, Zion is not the person I blame here. I'm not mad at Zion. If I seen Zion in the street, I probably won't. Damn millionaire kid. But if I see Zion at an event or something, I wouldn't say anything, you know what I'm saying? But I definitely wouldn't go up to him and be, on some boy. That's still a child. Let's just be real. The boy only like 15, I think, 16. He's still a child, man. We cannot blame him for for what his parents have allowed. We can't blame him for what his parents has allowed. Now we get 20, 21, 25. He's still on this. All right, brother. All right, now. Now you gotta get up on your journey, brother. You gotta start taking some accountability now. You gotta start taking some responsibility, okay? But right now, while the young brother's with his parents, I can't be mad at the young brother, man. I'm not mad at Zion at all. It's just it's a sad sight to see, to say the least. Especially because they FBA. It's egregious. Dwayne Wade is FBA, right? I'm pretty sure. It's egregious, man. Outrage everything between. Okay, let me see. I actually said I wanted to just do like an Oh Lord, do I want to do this? A couple of things on here. I think I'm gonna make videos about. I don't even think I'm gonna talk about it here. I think I'm gonna make a video about it and react to it. Why is that not working? Oh, let me talk about this right quick before I get about here. So y'all know they making a new. Did y'all know they making a new Whitney Houston film? What is it called? Not docu series. It's what is it called? Like a biopic. Y'all know they making a Whitney Houston biopic, right? Have you any of y'all seen the trailer? Has anybody seen the trailer to the what you call it? To the new Whitney Houston biopic movie? It's egregious. Do I get to say biopic movie? Or do I just need to say biopic? Is biopic like short for biography picture? Biographical? How would I say that? Biography picture? Is that what it's supposed to be though? Like a picture biography? Do I gotta say, I don't know, biopic movie? I feel like I don't gotta say movie. I just gotta say biopic. D-Wade sacrificed his son and pledged allegiance to his handler. So, 10-4 bonnet. I'm with you though. Egregious. Oh Lord. Who was that? Same thing with the dude who popped Young Dolph. Crazy. Yeah. That's why I'm like, man, y'all better not just think this is a movie. They trying to make it seem like this is just a regular, oh yeah, he got out of jail. Now they probably gonna make it seem like, oh yeah, I don't know, he needed the money, or he was in a gang, or he was. I'm like, I don't trust him, man. I don't trust him, man. I think that brother, it's a lot more to that brother death than what they trying to say. Same thing Lil Boosie said, and he was one of the few bold enough to speak on this horrendous nonsense. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? Shout out to Lil Boosie. I meant to mention him when I was talking about Dahmer in the beginning of the stream. He made a very good point. He went on a rant talking about how the new Netflix docuseries about Jeffrey Dahmer was sick, and how really the family should be getting all of the profits from that movie. Like they shouldn't have been able to reenact some of those same characters and, you know, imply, even though they didn't show people getting killed, still imply those victims, their family members getting killed, and having people up there representing them, acting out as them. And they not getting no profit from it. That's outrageous, especially because they're reliving trauma. Like those are events that really happen, you know. So that's hella traumatizing for somebody that lived through that, you know, to see that play out again. Like that's egregious. So yeah, I absolutely agree. At least majority of the profits from that movie should be going to the families. I think all of them, to be honest. But if not all, at least majority, you know, or half. You know, they should be definitely getting some money off that movie though. Good thing Zaya wasn't around in Dahmer's time. Oh, egregious. Outrageous, everything between. Truth hurts. It's October Z. He getting ready for Halloween. Halloween every day for him. Y'all annoying. Y'all annoying. That child been oh Lord, someone made him feel like, yeah, I mean, it's likely. That's something like that, but I keep a 10-4 bonnet on it. If you know, you know. These Hollywood streets get real. Them Hollywood streets, oh, they get real, baby. Kanye, don't think, that's why I said they got Kanye on MK Ultra and shit like that. But some of the stuff he say, it be real. Oh, pay attention. That wasn't no joke. That wasn't just a that wasn't no damn publicity stunt. He was talking about trying to protect his children. Yeah, that shit ain't no joke. Like they really be coming after children in them Hollywood streets, like for real. That's real. That's why I'm like, I feel bad. I dead ass feel bad for him. I feel bad for Kanye children too. To be honest, that's who I feel the most bad for. I feel the least bad for the people who chose to have fucking children with these demonic ass people in the first place, or allowed themselves to be controlled, okay, by these demonic ass people in the first place. I already reached everything between, and then allowing that to affect their children. Yeah, that shit is egregious. I reached everything between. You know what I'm saying? But I feel bad. I feel terrible for that. Like, my heart goes out for the children because they not the only ones. Zaya, you think Zaya is the only? Look at, what's the white girl name? Charisse Theron, the little white lady actress. She got both of her two little black sons. She went and got their ass from Africa, brought them over here, and put them in dresses. Two little black boys. I mean, and I think it's another one too. It's another little white lady popping in my head too. It's another white actress too, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Madonna? It's another white, either singer or actress. One of these white women who has black boy children, and turn their ass into girls. Like, this is not, you know, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. We're not even getting into sacrifices and sex rings and, you know, sex trafficking and all types of weird shit they get. I mean, layers. Oh, it goes deep. I'm like, I be kind of joking when I say this, but y'all, I mean, I be trying to say it in a lighter way, but y'all, this is really some deep, dark shit. Really dark. It's really wicked. Like it's egregious. Like seriously. I haven't. Nope. It's going to full of lies. It's going to be full of lies. The Doom biopic. Have you seen it? I got it pulled up. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see. Let me see if y'all can see. I'm not going to show the actual thing. I am going to play a couple freeze frames. Hold on. This is a commercial. I'm going to show a couple freeze frames. Okay, so. Damn, I'm trying to get her paused. Hold up. Okay, hold up. Okay, so they got Whitney up here, right? I mean, they got this lady playing Whitney. Hold up. Who is she? Now, the lady playing Whitney. The lady playing Whitney. Now, y'all tell me what y'all think. Hold up. This is her. Can y'all see her? Y'all tell me what y'all think about her. Because, and this is not to disparage the girl or nothing like that, because I actually think that she's a pretty girl. I don't think she looked like Whitney Houston, though. I'm gonna just be real with you. I think she's really pretty, actually, but I don't think she looked like no damn Whitney Houston. Now, some of these shots, hold up. Now, because some of these shots, they got it a little bit. Some of these shots, I'm like, I can see it. I can see it a little bit. Hold up. Where the other one at? Some of these shots, I think it's this one right here, too. I can see. Hold up. That shot right there. Hold up. With her in that tracksuit is just like a good one. Low key. Some of these shots, you can see it. Some of these, like right there. Like when it first turned, I could kind of see it. I'm like, okay, I can kind of see it. Okay. Like right there, I could kind of see it. And I think it might be just the wig. Like the look is on point. It could just be the wig because the look is on point. It might just be that the wig and the outfit. It could just be that. And she look a little more on point there. But some of these, like even right there, it's a little more. Okay, it's giving Whitney. But some of these, I'm like, just looking at her straight up, I'm thinking about me sitting through the movie and watching her. And I mean, hopefully her mannerisms and stuff is on point, and her voice, dialect, all that stuff is on point. I know she's lip singing, so that's also a good thing, kind of. She's not actually singing, she's going to be lip singing. Whitney is going to be the original person on the looks. But I don't think she looked like Whitney. Like, I'm not seeing, and y'all want to know something else that I kind of think I need to look at it. I think I did, because I put it in my notes like I knew. I don't think she FBA. Y'all. I don't think she FBA, y'all. I don't know. I don't think she FBA. I don't know if she always FBA. I don't know. She don't really look. That's why I'm like, I don't know. She don't look. She kind of don't look FBA. I don't want to say it, but I want to say it. She kind of don't look FBA. Like right there, she don't look FBA. Hold up. Right there. Hold up. Right here, this shot. She don't look like Whitney, nor does she look FBA. Hold up. She don't look like Whitney, and she don't look FBA. Even the wig, I'm like, damn, hold up. This is giving Nigerian or something. Caribbean, this ain't giving FBA. I mean, I get the trying to copy her look, Whitney look, but she don't look like no damn Whitney Houston right there. And she don't look FBA. And she is not. Y'all. I don't know when I got this good at pointing out non-FBAs, but nigga, I knew she was an FBA. I know it, bruh. And that's why I'm like, I don't know why I didn't send because I put in my notes, I don't think she FBA. And then I put in my notes again, she not FBA. So I think I went and looked it up, but I didn't send myself an article enough. So I'm like, I don't want to get up here and say she not FBA. But I knew she wasn't FBA. She don't look FBA. This does not look FBA, bruh. I'm just sitting here looking like she don't look FBA. Is she from the UK? Y'all, that's crazy. That's crazy. No, in all seriousness, I hope they don't try to do this movie like they did Harriet Tubman. Now, y'all better not try to do this movie like y'all did her. Now, she from the UK. Okay, now I'm gonna be real. I already got a problem with the fact that she not, because y'all could have, come on. We're talking about Whitney Houston now. Now, I'm not saying that, you could have found somebody who was exactly like what somebody sent me a super chat. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the super chat. I was about to, I forgot. I was distracted. This is why being and spreading a B1 code is critical. Absolutely. B1 militia, B1 code, B1 agenda, FBA all day. Let us see it. Absolutely. FBA all day. Y'all, I knew she was FBA, but now here's the thing. I already got a problem with the fact that she's non-FBA. I'm gonna just be real. Already got it off the rip. I got a problem with it. I'm not off the rip. I might not even go see this joint. I gotta learn a little bit more about the actress first. Okay. And that's because we're not going to do what they try to do with Harriet. We're not going to allow them to do what they try to do with Harriet. Okay. Which is try to give us this low-key, shady ass, anti-FBA, non-FBA black woman, and then put her in a historically iconic FBA role. We're not going to do that. What we're not going to do is do that, okay? So I need to know a little bit more about that sister. I ain't going to even hold you. I need to know a little bit more about that sister before I start putting any support out publicly for this damn movie. I'm going to just be real, off the top. I'm not even about to get into it. I'm not even about to get excited. I'm not even excited for the movie yet. I'm not. Because I already know that there's a high chance that there's some bullshit in this movie or that it is inaccurate, okay? So the fact that she not FBA ain't feeling that. I'm gonna look into her a little bit to see if she got any anti-FBA vitriol. Okay. That she's publicly displayed. I'm gonna try to look into it. I know the FBA family gonna be looking into it too as this trailer gets a little more popular and people learn about it. But I'm sure everybody else gonna be looking too. But I'm gonna keep an eye on her. Okay. Not only that, we gotta keep an eye on the people that wrote it. I'm not sure. I look up the people who wrote it. I don't even got to. I'm just now learning about the trailer. It's not a big deal. We also got to look into the people that wrote it, though, the people that directed it, just like in Woman King, because everybody was hyped up for this damn Woman King. Oh, black woman power, black woman power, black woman power. And guess who wrote it? 2 white women. EGREGIOUS. So yeah, we should be looking into who wrote it, who directed it, who produced it, who funded it. Okay. And moreover, I want to go back to this FBA point. Moreover, as far as him getting this actress, again, I can't judge her because I ain't seen the movie yet. All I have is this trailer and the fact that she don't look like Whitney, and I ain't feeling that. And the fact that she's not singing, they're using Whitney's tracks during the movie. She's not gonna be doing the actual singing. I'm just sitting here like my first thought is y'all could have got somebody FBA. Y'all could have got a Black American woman. Y'all dead ass could have found. You know how many Black American women I know that can sing? Like it's hell of us that can sing. I'm just saying y'all could have went out and found a little petite FBA woman that looks similar to Whitney Houston. You could have found one. Now you could have found one. Come on now. Especially that gives that energy. Hold on a minute. Especially one that gives that FBA energy. And again, we don't know how the sister gonna do. She might have grew up around some FBA. She might be half FBA. I don't know. She might be heavily influenced by our culture, so she might know how to do it. We got some people just like the brother from BMF, that black dude who played that crazy dude in BMF. He did a great job. He was fucking he's from the UK. I could not tell it all. He's from the UK. He played his part in BMF. Okay. And that shout out to that brother because he gave an ode to Black American culture and said we're like the Black Mecca. When it comes to Black culture, we're like literally the Black Mecca. Everybody looks up to us. So shout out to that brother. Okay, we love to see it. But as far as as far as my bad, y'all, I got distracted by something else, but especially as far as just having that demeanor or attitude of an FBA woman, like the sister was from Jersey. I mean, the sister was from Jersey. You telling me y'all couldn't go to Jersey and find another little sister that can, especially if y'all wasn't going to let her sing anyways, y'all couldn't get somebody that can kind of sing, even if they can't sing, that can act, that look more like Whitney. I'm sorry, as many as FBA women looked up to Whitney, as many as our aunties and grandmas that was their favorite singer. I highly doubt that y'all couldn't find nobody that was Black American. That was FBA, a foundational Black American that faintly looked like Whitney and that could kind of sing and as good at acting and that could portray her. I'm sorry. I think that's a load of malarkey. I think y'all could have found somebody that was FBA off the rip. I think they could have found somebody that was FBA to play this role. So I got a problem with that. I got a problem with that off the rip. I'm gonna just be real because Whitney Whitney is an icon. Whitney is one of our few like black female singer like legends. You know what I'm saying? Well, not few, because we actually got a couple. I can't even say few. We got a lot. I can't even hold you. We got a lot. I know more of ours than anybody else's. Let me say that. But yeah, but she's still very, impactful to our culture. She was very impactful. She's like an anchor. She's like an anchor in, R&B culture, R&B FBA culture. Like, it's like she's important. She's like, everybody knows Whitney. Like, Whitney she's the queen. She, our pizza queen is Whitney. It's Whitney Houston. It's like, it would be like if Beyonce died. Similar to that. If Beyonce died and they had to pick somebody to play Beyonce in a biopic, that would kind of be similarly to what Whitney Houston would be. You know what I'm saying? To the level of expectation we would have for that movie. And so you gonna get somebody that's non-FBA. I'm just not feeling that. You gonna get somebody for an icon like Whitney Houston. I don't know. It's not like she's just popping up in a movie. Like, this is a movie about her. It's not even like the Bobby and Whitney. And mind you, in the Bobby and Whitney film, movie from BET, matter of fact, both of the people who played Bobby and Whitney on BET was FBA. Woody the Great, I believe he's FBA. And he did a good job. I believe he's FBA. And then the other sister who played, I think she's FBA too. The other sister who played in the Whitney and Bobby movie, I believe she was FBA. And I think she's played in like some other FBA movies before. Like, she's a familiar face. Inside FBA movies or shows. So yeah, like they did that, and she wasn't even the main character mainly in that story. Is mainly about Bobby, right? Or was it two parts? Yeah, it was mainly about Bobby and the Bobby story. So she was in, what I'm saying, but they still had a pretty, good depiction of her even in that movie. Which the young woman who played her in that movie did a pretty good job. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I don't know. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see it. We're gonna see what roll out. But I'm gonna determine whether this movie gonna get any of my money. Before it come out. Because I'm not gonna go support no BS. I'm sorry. I'll probably watch it, as long as she not like anti-FBA for real. She's not anti-FBA and she ain't got no, or she, like the film ain't got no other, bad stuff surrounding it. Like ain't no other white supremacists or, what you call attached to it, which it probably will be. But I mean, I don't know. I might still watch it, but I ain't gonna hold you. It's a little disappointing. That's a slap in the face. What's a slap in the face? Yeah, man, it's outrageous. You must have slapped in the face for them to use somebody non-FBA. I'm just saying, like they could have used somebody FBA, man, for this role. Whitney is a star, man. She's a cemented star within our community, bro. So it's just like, damn, like you would think for her, y'all gonna get somebody that's on point. Y'all gonna get somebody that can sing, just like they did for Jennifer Holiday, just like how they got Jennifer Hudson, the FBA sister, okay? FBA sister who could sing and act. They got her to play Shorty, Jennifer Holiday. You know what I'm saying? And she did a superb job. I'm gonna let y'all know, unpopular opinion. I think Jennifer Hudson was actually better than Jennifer Holiday when she sang. I forgot what the song's called. When she sang that song in that part, I watched the original, and I think Jennifer Hudson sound better. Although we do got, they was back in the day, so the sound was a little bit off, but still, it's just like the voice. Jennifer Hudson's voice kind of sound better than Jennifer Holiday. Don't tell nobody said that. Don't tell nobody said that. Okay, everybody better revoke my black card. All right, but I did like Jennifer, maybe because I'm a millennial. I always thought Jennifer Hudson was better. I ain't gonna hold you. I always thought Jennifer Hudson. I ain't gonna hold you. It's because I'm a millennial. But shout out to the FBA sister, Jennifer Holiday, because even they knew that they needed a powerful FBA voice for that role. They knew that they needed somebody with a strong FBA demeanor and voice that you could hear through it, kind of like you hear through Jennifer Holiday's. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and they was right on the mark with that. I mean, even with Beyonce, wasn't Beyonce supposed to be Diana Ross? Was she supposed to be Diana Ross? I think so. But if she was, that was also a good lineup though, because Beyonce, she's literally a fucking FBA icon as well, and so it's playing another FBA icon, Diana Ross. So that was low key perfect. So yeah, man, we're gonna see how this movie do. I don't know. We're gonna see what it's talking about when it come out. Well, at least not when it come out, within these next couple weeks as they promote it. We're gonna see what's going on with it. But let's hope they're not trying to do our sister Whitney Houston like they did our sister Harriet Tubman. Well, let's hope not. hit the like button, please. On the way, and please hit the like button. It's appreciated. This one's definitely a lot out there. This one's definitely a lot of them out there. Why they keep casting non-FBA? Why they doing it on purpose? They do. And you know, I heard non-FBAs is also cheaper. I've also heard that non-Americans, just like in general, black people, whatever, non-American actors are cheaper. Never knew that, because you know it's a lot of white people, like a lot of white American roles that are played by white, like non-Americans. And yeah, man, they be going over there to more specifically like the UK, getting these British folk because they cheaper. They're cheaper. And a lot of the UK celebrities, they want to be famous over here. A lot of them want to transfer that fame over here because they can make more money. You know what I'm saying? They get paid for more for the movies, and you know the movies do better. You get more. I mean, it's you in America, you lit. America's like the popular kids of the school. You know what I'm saying? So everybody want to come over to join and be lit. So yeah, they be what you call it. Yeah, man, they be using them non-Americans just to have the pay less. You know, I mean, just because they pay less, and they have, I think their requirements probably be lower too, just because they want to come to American type stuff. Facts. LOL. These white folks are pumping old girl up. She looked like a BoJack Horseman. Pumping old girl up. Pumping who up? Old girl up. Who's old girl? She like BoJack Horseman. Yeah, they thirsty over there. IDK. They thirsty over there. Shut up. I think that's the case when the pound is worth more than $1. No, but I think it's just the movies, not necessarily like, of course, the currency is more, but I think it's just like their movie. Like we have more. Like, what's a blockbuster that you know out of the UK? You think about Avengers. You think about what's the latest movie that just came out? What's the latest movie? I'm thinking Thor. I mean, I'm thinking about popular movie, like all of the real popular movies, like blockbusters, the movies that go, you know, that make crazy amounts of money worldwide. Usually made here, or they're usually like American based. You know what I'm saying? Production companies or companies. So yeah, they trying to get. I mean, I can't think of no damn movies based in the UK off the top, at least, that are like The Matrix. Like, what's the UK equivalent to The Matrix? I give you 5 seconds. Go. Matrix. What do UK? Matter of fact, I go further. Give me any version of the Matrix that's just as popular. Give me any version. Any movie that's even faintly like the Matrix, that's slightly as popular as the Matrix. Give me one. It's gonna be hard, bro. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, man. It's gonna be hard. I'm just saying. It's gonna be hard, okay? It's gonna be hard because Star Wars, is that American? Star Wars is UK based. Oh, you know what? I think they do got accents. It's Star Wars. Star Wars is one. Okay. Lord of the Rings. Okay. But hold up. But weren't those still made here though? Weren't Lord of the Rings and Star Wars still like made here? I don't think they were made. Were they made in the UK, or did they just use UK actors? I think Star Wars. Let me see who created Star Wars. I feel like that's still an American. Star Wars is still American though. Let me see who created it. Who created Star Wars? I feel like that's still American. I've always known Star Wars to be American. Star Wars is an American epic space opera multimedia franchise created by George Lucas, which began with the something quickly worldwide. It's American. Yeah, man, that's American, bro. It's American too. Shit's American. Lord of the Rings, that's probably American too. LML, them makeshift Nigerian movies got more traction than us. Made here, it was made here. Those are US movies. Okay, I thought so. Everybody follows behind them. Come on, FBA the shit. That's why. James Bond. I think James Bond was made here too, though. Actually, it's not. Look, the point is, there's not a lot. Like, there's not a lot. Anime is a whole genre. Isaiah. I mean, I said specific movie. Of course, you have different genres that are more specific to different regions. Anime is one of them, being like Asian. Of course, you got that. But I'm just saying, generally speaking, if you're talking about trying to become an A-list, who's the UK? There are UK like Tom Cruises or Idris Elba. I mean, not Idris Elba, Denzel Washington. Like, different variations of them, but there's nobody topping the American actors. Like nobody's topping the Denzels, the Brad Pitts, the George Clooney's, the damn Will Smiths. Like nobody's topping them. Those are when you think about top actors, those are you think about American actors. Period. Harry Potter was popularized where? I think it was popular in the UK too, but I'm just saying. Point still stands, bruh. Like ain't nobody messing with the American film industry, man. It's just not happening. It's not happening, man. American film industry is on top. They on top. On the real, even our hood movie Smoking, them Sugar Hill. I mean, come on, look, I ain't even getting to the FBA aspect of it, but that's a fact. I know for a fact, FBAs, when it comes to Black people, we are definitely like the pinnacle of the film industry, or really any sort of entertainment. We're the pinnacle of it, like for sure. There's no other group that is Black or even white, to be honest, that has there's not a Nigerian Friday. There's no Jamaican Crooklyn. There's no equivalent to our movies. Our movies are stab classic. There's no UK Boys in the Hood. It's not the same. There are no repeats or replicas that match our genius. Let's just be real. Nobody matches that. Let's just be real. Nobody really matching that. For real. We like that. Let's just be real. If we're gonna be real, let's just be real. I'm just saying. We like that. Ain't nobody really, I don't know that. I know Shots is my movie. It's my movie now. Shots is one of my favorite films. I ain't gonna hold you. And I think that's non-FBA produced. It might, let me look it up. It might not even be. Let's see. Hold up. But I think they shot that in Jamaica though. That might be non-FBA for real. Shots' movie creator. I think wasn't the Marley Boys, like Bob Marley's son, wasn't he one of the creators of it or something? 2002 Jamaican crime film about two young men participating in organized Kingston, Miami. Oh yeah, I forgot. Partially, some of that movie was in Miami. Look at that. Still a little bit of American influence. Even when we don't try. Still got the influence. Egregious. But Severier is the creator, the director, and producer of this. Who is he? He a Black dude. I don't know if he's FBA or not. Video film African diaspora. I don't know. Says Severa though. He might not be. It might be FBA. I don't know. He kind of, the smile throwing me off a little bit, and these clothes. I ain't gonna hold you, but these clothes look old, so I can't go by him if he FBA or not. I don't know. He could be FBA. I'm not sure. Still, point still stands, man. Ain't nobody rocking with us. It just is what it is. We the shit. What you want me to say? We like that. They love Texas and NY. I'm not surprised, bro. New Jack City, there are no replicas of these movies. There are no Cool Runnings. I'm dead. Cool Runnings. I used to like that movie too as a kid, though. I used to like that movie. I am dead. Get on Busta Rhymes and Missy Elliott had. I didn't even hear Missy Elliott say. I know Busta Rhymes was on that bullshit about hip hop starting in Jamaica. We know that's a load of malarkey. I ain't even got to go too hard. I seen Tariq talking about that. I let people shine in their lanes too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's his music history isn't necessarily my lane. Like, I can get on them, but I don't feel a need to, especially because when I got a Black man right there who did it. Tariq already did it. He already went hard on his ass, and I seen multiple other people talking about it. So I don't feel a need to go that hard on that. Brothers already checked that. Love to see it. New Jack City in the UK, they love Texas. Jamaicans have classic music. I ain't say they didn't. Jamaicans got some class. I just named one. Shots. That's a classic right there. I used to love that movie. That's still my top 10. So maybe my top 5 to be real. That and that other movie. What's the other movie called? It's kind of like Shots is based inside like I forgot. Impoverished country though. I forgot what it's called. It's like, but they're Dominicans though. They like Hispanics. I think they're Dominicans actually. Or Haitians. Are they Dominicans and Haitians? I don't know. Is it Dominican Republic that the movie based on? I forgot. What is that movie called? It's a movie. It's another one. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. It's kind of like Shots though. Kinda, not really, but it's long as hell. The movie real long, and the whole movie is in Spanish, just in a different language. You got subtitles the whole movie. LOL, New Jack City. Rockers is a classic. I don't even know what that is. Rockers. Harry Potter was written by a British woman, but Warner Bros. produced. American. American, there you go. Why didn't they go to UK? Why they could have got it. That was a British woman. She could have went to Britain and got it produced and got it funded. She got it funded here for a reason. I'm just saying. She got it funded. If it got funded in UK, not to say it would have been good, but it might not have been as good. Might not have been as big. Let's just be real. They might not even got them same actors. We might have a completely different looking Harry Potter. Let's just be real. I'm just saying. It's a reason. They ain't just coming over here for no reason. City of God. That's what it is. City of God. City of God. Thank you so much. Yes, City of God. There we go. Years ago, based in Brazil. I knew it was some Hispanic. I knew it like Latin type country, but Brazil. Okay, yeah. I actually like that's in my top 10 too. I like that movie a lot. I like that movie. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember watching it when I was younger, and it used to be in my top 10. Let me say that I haven't watched it. I don't think I've actually watched it as an adult. But when I was a teen, it was in my top 10. So I'm gonna just leave it in the top 10 for now because I used to really like that movie. That movie, Apocalypto, but I think that's American based though. I think that movie is American owned. Even though it's based on who's that based on? Are they supposed to be here? Or are they supposed to be the Indians before they got here? Or the natives. Before the colonizers started coming over here. So yeah. But I like that movie too. Apocalypto was good too. Little sis, where you get that hat from? I got it from Shein. I don't shop at Shein no more, but when I did, I got this hat from there. I ain't gonna hold you. I might have to go back on there though to get something. I'm not gonna even hold you. My friend got a package the other day, and I was looking at them clothes. I was like, damn, I forgot how sweet it was getting so many clothes for so less. Got to find out another whole website. Something I don't know. I'm gonna have to make sure I'm safe. I'm about to get back on one of them sites. So Z, have you seen Top Boy on Netflix? British hood culture, black folks in Brazil borrowing American culture. Heavy, really? Top Boy. I never heard of that. I'll watch it. I got Netflix. I can watch it tonight. Top Boy. I will watch it tonight. Let me take a picture. I can remember. I will watch it tonight. It's called Top Boy, huh? And they still, I'm not surprised. I've noticed that before, but that's because they try to make FBA culture like. They be trying to make all FBA culture seem like it's like normal, like it's just pop culture. Like, no, this isn't black. This isn't a black thing. It's just what people do. This is just Gen Z thing. It's a millennial thing. It's just like a pop thing. Like people just do it. It's like, no, what the hell? That's from our culture. That's ours. What are you talking about? So I'm not surprised. Even in those UK movies, they do that here in America with just regular white kids. You better call Tyrone. Call. What's up, Tyrone? Yeah, I'm not surprised. They be doing that with the American movies over here, though, with the little white kids. They be trying to make them say, yo, bro, yeah, that was mad whack, dude. Yeah, bro, for sure. Like, yeah, bro, these dudes are fucking whack, bro. Like, yeah, I'm hardcore, dude. I'm a thug. And it's like, they try to make it seem like all of that is just like, oh, that's just like what the new kids do. It's just like the hip thing. It's the urban culture. And it's like, no, nigga, that's black culture. You talking about mad and yo, and you wear your clothes a certain way, you listen to certain music, and it's just what kids do. It's just the new thing. But no, that's our thing. It's what we've been doing. It's not new. It's what we've been doing. It's ours. But they like to assimilate it and they like to appropriate it and then make it seem like, oh, it was just something that people been doing. Oh, it's just a regular thing. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? I'm not racist. I didn't get this from you. What are you talking about? I don't listen to a bunch of black people and just copy them. No, you don't got to, because you got people already doing that and putting out propaganda to make you think that what we doing is not ours. So you don't really got to do that. Half the work cut out for you. All you got to do is look up on Instagram and see one of them white girls dancing to one of our songs or using one of our mannerisms or wearing something of ours. And now, this is just something regular. This is just what people do. Like, no, this ain't just an American thing. It's not just a westernized thing either. It's not just something they do in the West. It's something that Black Americans do specifically in the West. Okay? It's something that we do or something that is a part of our culture specifically. But they like to take it and run with it and act like we didn't have nothing to do with it. They like to muddy the waters, okay? To make it seem like there ain't no origin and shit. We just all taking part in this. So we all got our contribution. That's what shout out to Tariq. That's what he's talking about right now when it comes to hip hop. He's talking about how next year they're doing the breakdancing thing. for the Olympics, and so now they setting up all this propaganda to get all these other groups credit for hip hop. Everybody want to get some credit for creating hip hop. Now that's why somebody just mentioned Missy Elliott and I haven't even heard what Missy Elliott said, but Busta Rhymes talking about hip hop came from Jamaica. Fat Joe talking about it came from Puerto Rico. You got all these different different people coming out talking about how their culture influenced ours. You know what I'm saying? Just so they can get some breadcrumbs of credit when the Olympics come around. Okay. And also to muddy the waters of our culture, to really make it seem like we don't have a culture. Yeah, Akatas don't have a culture. So yeah, man, that's egregious. It's very intentional though, for sure. They know what they be doing. They know where they get that stuff from. They know who they get it from, because when the wrong person do it, they know why they don't like it. When the wrong skin tone do it, when the person from the wrong financial background does it, yeah. When a person with a little less manners does what you do, it's a problem. It's ghetto. It's ratchet. It's ugly. It's disgusting. It's all that when we do it. It's cool when they do it. It's fine when they do it. It's something when I do it. Fuck them. What's the TikTok sound? It's cool when they do it. It's well when I do it. Fuck them. If we could describe Black Americans' relationship with the world, that would be the perfect line. That's probably why that damn line is so popular on TikTok. We don't even realize it unconsciously. That's why all these niggas doing what we doing, but when we do it, we wrong. We wrong when we do it. You know what I'm saying? Egregious, outrageous, everything between, man. It's egregious. Third World Cup is a great Jamaican movie. Can match up with American movies. Third World Cup, never heard of it. What's the clown-haired rapper dude's name again? White or Latino or whatever, 6ix9ine. That's yeah, that's that Black and Brown coalition for your ass. 6ix9ine. Anti-black ass. They been getting famous off this shit too. We need to start gatekeeping. Absolutely. We gotta gatekeep the hell out. That's why I don't be afraid. People don't be liking that. That's how you can tell. We get real uncomfortable too. You start calling it out. You get real uncomfortable. They make you feel like you wrong for calling out your own stuff. They make you feel like you wrong for stating what's real, what's right in front of you. Oh yeah, that's FBA culture. Oh what? It's FBA. What? I just heard this was this is a thing that just came about. No, nigga, that's ours. Puerto Ricans created hip hop, Jamaicans created rap. That's what they're saying. Tommy Felix, FBA lineage must become culture Nazi over our culture. Must become culture Nazi over our culture. That's because we support these non-blacks and accept them into the culture. We have nobody to blame but ourselves. Yeah, man, that's true. We do let them in. You absolutely right. You all right? I call her One Punch Man head. We be letting anybody in the culture. Yeah, man, we gotta close the gates. We can't be inviting niggas to cookout, man. We ain't got time. We ain't got no more seats at the damn cookout. The cookout is over. Okay. The cookout is at max capacity at this point. Okay, we are at max capacity. We cannot afford no more non-Negroes in our camp. Okay, in our cookout. Please, no more non-Negroes in the cookout. Lord, let them be Negroes. Come on, please. At least, at the very least. And even some of them Negroes you gotta watch. Okay? Because all skin folk ain't good for them. Just saying. Y'all already know that. Every brother made it to 2 times out of Memphis. DJ Cool, Hercules Jamaican, and he has a huge influence on modern hip hop. Yeah, but he didn't create it. Tariq talk about him too. Yeah, he ain't created though. He did some great things. Had a nice influence, did his thing. While he was 50-50, all that. But he didn't create it. Okay, niggas was already doing it. Okay, he didn't create it. Just that so. He didn't create it. We never about to do this. But that's not to take away from the brother. That's shout out to him and shout out to any other non-FBA person that may have contributed to hip hop, like Fat Joe or Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, great dude, great, good music. You know what I'm saying? Even influential. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely left his mark on hip hop. You can see that in some of the, even FBA rappers today who kind of copy or emulate some of his flow or style, especially when it comes to fashion, or like uniqueness in his look. Like, yeah, definitely. He for sure. We're not gonna take away from him. Like, that's for sure. That's for sure. Come on, What You Call is always gonna be a hit. What's that song called? Get low, man. Get low, sis. Turn it up. That's gonna be a classic, okay? FBA is always gonna rock with that. It's a classic, all right? You know, you got all the people up there, Pat Pooh, Smissy, okay? Wasn't Remy up there? Was it Rod Digger? I think Rod Digger was up there. Good song. FBA, I mean, at FBA, okay? But yeah, bro, you ain't create hip hop, okay? Jamaicans ain't create no damn hip hop. Your ass was over here. Remember, you made that song. I think some of these niggas be forgetting. You was here when that song was popular. When that song was popping, nigga, you was here. When you was all up in the video like Missy Elliott, ho, and I got a ho, whoa. When you was doing that, nigga, that was here. Nigga, you was here. We was supporting that. That was us. You was here, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Not to take away from you being Jamaican. Maybe that had some influence on you doing the things that you did. But as far as us liking your music, it had nothing to do with Jamaica. Nothing. Nothing to do with Jamaica. I'm just saying. Nothing to do with it. But shout out to your family in Jamaica. Shout out to the brothers and sisters in the diaspora in Jamaica and in Puerto Rico. Fat Joe, a lean back. Hey, that's not as much of a classic, but it's like when it come on, you still gonna kind of rock to it. Like you don't really look for Remy Ma part. Everybody wait for Remy Ma part. Let's just be real. The lean back song, Fat Joe. Everybody looking for Remy Ma part. Nobody really care about Fat Joe that. That's why. Let's just be real. Fat Joe is. I mean, I'm not trying to disparage, but he left his mark. But I'm just saying. You know, I'm just saying. Fat Joe got a little more less leeway. Okay, Busta Rhymes, I got a little more patience. Busta Rhymes, all right. Fat Joe, okay, lean back. I'm not rocking with lean back. We're not playing lean back in the cookout. Okay, I can't even tell you the last time I heard lean back. I can't even tell you the last time I've heard a Fat Joe song. I cannot. I think it's one other song he got two that was real popular, but we're not playing that at the cookout. We play that. They play that at like the club. Like towards the end of the club, and the niggas rap to Remy Ma part. That's how that go. Okay, Puerto Ricans ain't create no damn hip hop. Okay, and even when you was popping with the lean back, where was you at? You was leaning back. You wasn't leaning back in Puerto Rico. Where was you leaning back at, Fat Joe? You was leaning your ass back in New York, right here, right where the culture began and where the culture originated from, where hip hop originated from, right here in the USA. You want to got you an FBA sister, Remy Ma, to get on your team and also help you as well. Yeah, bro. FBA. We did that. You know, again, shout out to Puerto Rico, but baby, we did that. Let's not do this. We did that. Okay. Anyways. Let me get up off this joint. I was only supposed to be up here 1 hour, and when I seen the 1 hour mark, I was like, okay, I'm about to be finished. I was at Zaya. I think I was talking about Zion. And I was like, okay, I'm about to talk about Zion. That's going to be it. And then I had some other things I want to talk about. So here we are. It is what it is. My bad, y'all. I promise y'all I'm going to do an hour show. I'm trying to start doing like hour shows. So my joint's not so long, but here we are with it. It is what it is. Anyway, shout out to y'all. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. Make sure y'all tune in on October 14th. October the 14th. That's a Friday. I think it's like two Fridays from now. But I'm doing a fundraiser with a couple other good brothers and sisters for our brother Otho Wallace. Okay? So make sure y'all tune in for that. My bad, y'all. No tripping. It will do that as soon as I'm about to get up off here. But anyways, October 12th, I will be doing a panel fundraiser with some other brothers and sisters for our good brother Otho Wallace. Make sure you go to otho.org. What I have on the screen, go donate to the brother. All right, please. It'll be a blessing. Other than that, shout out to all of those of you in the chat. Shout out to Marcus Moore, No Labels, J-Man. Oh, make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, __CFWM. Follow me on Instagram. My backup Instagram, __CFWM2. Follow my Facebook, Zeze. Follow my TikTok, zezebih. Patreon is A2Z TV if you want that exclusive content. Also, become a member. You can get access to that as well, or at least some of it. I got you. And if you want to send me some donations, my Cash App is zezebih. I do appreciate it. You're a real one from Rockin' with Brothers. Other than that, baby, that's all I got. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Marcus Moore, J-Man, Cash Flow Hustles, No Labels, Omnis Roan, Tommy Felix, Brain Eye, Elijah, TZT, I'm not sure. Elijah Bullard, Mr. Bobby, King Lazy. I will see y'all later. Bye, y'all. Peace.